back to my channel. So today I thought I'd show you what's in my pantry. Yesterday I had a little tidy up of my kitchen pantry and a little reorganised, so today I thought it might be quite nice to show you what I actually keep in my pantry. I'm going to start from the top and go down, so I'm going to go from top to bottom and I'll show you all the foods that we like to eat and all the things we keep in this pantry. First things first, I should probably explain about the glass jars. I like to store everything in glass jars now because I find it makes it easier for me to find things if I need them quickly when I'm cooking. I always remember Jamie Oliver saying he loved having an organised kitchen where he could just grab the items that he needed when he was cooking. So I've just taken from that really. So first things first, I've managed to put, I don't know how I did it, but I managed to fill 2 large glass jars with brown rice. So we love brown rice in this house, we eat it a lot. So the next one we have is buckwheat unrolled. I haven't actually tried that yet because I think I might have had a slight stomach upset from actually buckwheat flour. So I'm not too sure about trying that yet, but I would like to give it a go soon. And then behind that we have millet, which is nice, but we did try it with some mackerel once and it wasn't that great, but it is nice with like tomato sauce and things. That's a really lovely one to go with tomato sauce. And then we have some quinoa and some brown rice pasta. And then here I have my chickpea flour and my porridge. And then this one is my wholemeal flour and my spelt flour behind. So there's the spelt flour behind. I still have these in the house because Ted and Howard still have things like flatbreads with those. So I still use those for Ted and Howard. I'm slightly gluten intolerant, so I wouldn't say I have an allergy to it. I think it's getting better since I went to see a homeopath, so I might start eating wholemeal flour again, I'm not sure yet. I have chia seeds because I absolutely love chia seeds, and some coconut flour, which I occasionally use in cooking. And then this is brown rice flour and ground almonds. Always use brown rice flour in lots of foods now, biscuits, cakes, all sorts of things. I use it instead of like flour. So, and then on this row we have my nuts, these sorts of nuts, not other nuts in a glass jar, and dried fruit and seeds and things. So I'll take you through this now. So this is my cashew nuts, and the one behind, actually, I couldn't fit that up the top, but that is wheat germ, which I've actually found I can eat. So my intolerance to gluten might be getting slightly better now. And then I've got some dried apricots in there, some sesame seeds, some raisins, which Ted loves. I try not to give them to him too often though, because they're not that great for your teeth. And then just some dried fruit. So these are cranberries. I use those in turkey burgers. And then this one is the pine nuts. I love pine nuts. That's hemp seeds and mixed chopped nuts up there. I do try and cook with lots of nuts and lots of different ones as well. Pecans. I'm really loving pecans at the moment and making flour and stuff with them. Hazelnuts. Brazil nuts, which are great in my Brazilian choc orange biscuits, which is on my blog www.foodfamilyandfunak.com. and then I have some walnuts and some almonds up there. I'm not really eating those at the moment, so if anybody would like them, post a comment below. I'll stick them in the post here. And then some brown linseed. I normally put that in smoothies, and that also goes in smoothies as well. I must start writing some more recipes with those as well. And then this is my cocoa nibs, and that's my raw cacao powder up the top there, up the back there, sorry. We use, there's just a recipe just been put on today actually, which is Hoz's hot chocolate, and he uses that in his hot chocolate and it's lovely. I do have sugars of type. This is stevia, and stevia actually digests through your liver a lot quicker than normal sugar does. It's still a sugar, but it's a lot better for your digestive system. And then coconut sugar as well, which I sometimes use in cakes and things. And that is a lot better for your digestive system as well. And then I've got pinto beans, cannellini beans, black beans, chickpeas and red kidney beans. These used to be up the top here, but I realised I wasn't using them, and I keep going into the supermarket and just buying them in the tins. So if they're down here, I'll remember they're there and I can use them then. Pearl barley for any stews that we may have. Split yellow peas. I put those in soups and things. They are lovely. They make dal as well. In India they make dal out of that, and it's really nice. It's like mashed potato but a bit tastier, I think. And then I have a jar of popcorn because the boys love popcorn. Have a recipe on my blog for that too. And then this is split red lentils. I use that in a tomato soup, which will be going on my blog soon. And then Spanish paella rice. We used to have paella a lot, and I haven't done one for a while, so that reminds me I must try that again soon. Yeah, so that's why I've got a little jar of it there. And then this is gelatine, and I was trying to make sweets with it. Now I know sweets, but I was trying to do it like maple syrup and make it a bit healthier and fruit and things. But that gelatine doesn't seem to have worked. So if anybody knows why that gelatine won't work, then please comment down below and let me know, because I'd really like to find out what sort of gelatine I'm supposed to use to make sweets. I'd like to put a recipe on my blog about that. And then we have some maple syrup. I use that on Ted's French toast or on pancakes and things. Coconut oil. I have some vegan yeast flakes, which taste just like cheese, actually, I have to say. I'm going to try that in a pesto soon, I think, and I'll put a recipe on my blog for that. And then we have all the jar stuff in here. So we have a Marmite, yeast extract Marmite, that Howard and Ted like. I don't eat it that much, just because I think I've got a bit of sensitivity to it. Excuse me, but they love this. And it's just like Marmite, and it's from Holland and Barrett, that one. We've got a few jars down there as well. And then we've got some light tahini to make hummus with. And then I've got some smooth peanut butter, which I love, so Howard and Ted aren't so keen, but that's my favourite. And then we have a local honey, Brentwood honey, and we have a French honey in here as well that we bought in Normandy when we went on holiday last year. And then we have a malt rice syrup, which is another type of sugar which is much better at digesting through the liver. And then we have our old favourite, our Onga honey. I love that honey, it's delicious. And then down here I have my salt and my pepper. I have a massive jar of Himalayan pink salt. I use that a lot in my cooking. And then there's the sea salt at the back and some peppercorns to fill up the pepper. I also put peppercorns in things like vegetable stock or chicken stock or beef broth or something. A spare bag of popcorn. I made the boys popcorn for their lunch today, so there's a spare bag there. And then I have all my spices down here. I bought these boxes from IKEA, and I thought they were a lot better than the ones we used to have them in. They were bulky, the ones we used to have them in, and this way I can just see what I need and go into the box and just grab what I need. As Jamie says, always have your food accessible, makes cooking easier. Anything that makes life easy. And then this is a Ted shelf. So in here are all his yoghurt pouches that he likes to have. We give him these Ella's Kitchen yoghurt pouches. They are all organic and they don't have any chemical nasties in, and they've just got fruit and yoghurt in them and a little bit of lemon juice to preserve it. I know it's still in a packet, but I actually prefer him to have these than the ones on the supermarket shelf. So, and then some organics rice cakes for him, which are like his little snacks he had with me, and some naked posh bites, and they are delicious, and Ted has them. But they do say a hint of natural flavouring there, which can sometimes mean it has sugars in it, but it's only a hint in there, so I don't mind too much. And then in this one, we have his favourites, like his bear rolls, with bear claws and things. We call them bear claws and bear rolls, but they're actually I think they're yo-yo bears or something. And yeah, he loves those. He has 2 of those with his good boy at dinner and lunch. He has 2 of these little treats after dinner. And then we give him, in his packed lunch on a Monday, he has these Cowstow Press, Kids Blend Apple and Pear. And there's no added sugars, nothing from concentrate. And it's only 60% fruit juice, the rest is water in there. So we don't mind giving him one of those every so often. And then we have some high grain choice, Jacob's crackers, and some breadsticks, because he loves breadsticks, and some tuna. And then this shelf and the shelf below is where we keep all of our spare stuff. So I've got some malted bread flour, because I used to make bread, and I used to make it with stevia as well in the bread machine, but I've stopped doing that because Ted developed this slight allergy to yeast. So I've stopped doing that now, but I may go back to that soon. Have some wholemeal flour, some mackerel. I just keep porridge oats down here, spare rice flour, and then I've got the spare millet, brown rice, spare ground almonds. We also love these as well. These are Rude Health oat drink, organic, and they are delicious. And we have the almond milk, and we also sometimes get the brown rice milk as well. I buy this from Tesco's because it's the only place that sells it round here, but I absolutely really love that. And then I keep things like tea and coffee, spare herbal teas as well. Howard keeps his beers down there. Oh, my friend Bryony, if you're watching, we still have this from Tasmania. I haven't had the heart to open it yet. It's Tasmanian honey wine, native box, 2007. So I think it's a bit vintage now. But Bryony, if you're watching, we will open it, I promise you. I'm not sure when yet though. And then we have another maple syrup. So we always like to keep spares of things. And then we've just got spares, or we got coconut cream. Love a bit of coconut cream. Goes really well with my fruit pies. There's a recipe on my blog for that. I will link my blog down below and all of the recipes I've mentioned here as well. But coconut cream with a bit of maple syrup in it and the fruit pies is absolutely lush. I love it. And then that's maca powder. Not too sure what to do with that. I think I had a bit of a reaction to it. I think I used too much and I had a bit of a reaction to it. So, yeah. And then there's Branston pickle there. And then obviously I keep these. I do have the other ones up above, but you have to soak them in water, and sometimes even I forget. So I do keep spare ones down here just in case I forget. We have some chickpeas as well. That's just chopped tomatoes. Some spare date syrup. I don't think I mentioned date syrup. I actually use this in things like chilli, and it is absolutely delicious. So yeah, I highly recommend investing in some date syrup. It's less sugary and it tastes less sweet, but once you get used to it, it's really nice. So, and then we have some vinegar. I can't remember why we have all this vinegar, but we have vinegar in there as well. So that is my pantry. So that's it from me. Please feel free to give me a big thumbs up, and please comment and let me know what you keep in your kitchen cupboards or pantry, and please subscribe too. Just hit that button. Go on, you know you want to. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.